My new catchphrase recently has been, "Oh, that's not how you say that," because my Spanish is, I don't know. I keep doing this thing where like I feel like I know how to say the word in Spanish. Like I feel confident, and then I'll say a word in Spanish, and then people are like, "What the fuck did you just make up in your head right now?" A couple weeks ago, I went to a diner uptown in Manhattan, and I was with my friend who also speaks Spanish. And we fit in. We're going uptown. There's a lot of Spanish people uptown, a lot of Latinos uptown. We look the part. The reason why I say we look the part is because, you know, I don't feel like I'm made for that role because I don't speak Spanish fluently. I'm learning it. And so anyway, when I'm around a group of Latinos, like a neighborhood, un barrio of Latinos, if you will, I feel like I have to like fit in. And so we're going uptown, and we're going to a diner, and you walk in, and the salsa music playing is beautiful, and I'm very happy. So I'm gonna order, right? I'm gonna order my food, and I order in Spanish when I'm around these people. So I say, I wanted to do eggs and bacon, just kind of keep it simple. I said, me puede dar los huevos y también el bacon. And that's when I found out that that's not how you say bacon in Spanish. It's not bacon. And I'll tell you this, I've been calling it bacon for quite a while. For quite a while, I've been walking around saying, "Wow, this bacon está bueno. Wow, I love bacon. Dame más bacon." No one corrected me. I was going my whole life calling it bacon. Nobody corrected me ever. And it wasn't until my friend spit out her drink when I ordered and huevo y bacon. She goes, "You can't just say words in English with a Spanish accent." I beg to differ. I said, "Listen, I've been doing that for quite some time. I've been saying a lot of English words in Spanish accents." Told her, "I'm sorry." Apparently, the word for bacon in Spanish is tocino. It's not bacon. That's nowhere near bacon. But I do this with many other words. I remember there's a period in my life where I thought the word temprano meant time. One time I was walking into a bodega, and I wanted to ask, "What time do you guys close?" And I said, "Que temprano cierras?" And he goes, "What?" And I said to myself, I was like, he must be Arab. Surely he couldn't understand my Spanish. Because Arabs and Latinos look a lot alike, so I'm like, all right, maybe he's Arab. He doesn't speak any Spanish. I said, "Sorry, love your hummus," and I left. Never found out que temprano they closed, but I did find out that I was saying it wrong about a year later. I don't know where this comes from, that I just say words wrong in Spanish. That's part of your learning journey, though. Part of getting better at something in life is realizing that you're doing it wrong, or messing up. You got to fuck up to grow. And the problem is that I was doing this with so much confidence. I was saying these words. It's not like I was like, me puede dar bacon. I was saying, dámelo bacon. Dame la puñeta bacon. Eso es lo que quiero. Like, I'm saying it like I know what I'm saying. Probably so confidently that other people are like, "Oh, I guess that's how you say it. I've been speaking Spanish my entire life, but I guess surely this man knows what he's talking about." I wish I had that confidence in other parts of my life. There's so many other parts of my life where I need that confidence. Other parts of my life where I need that bacon type confidence, and I don't have it. Like, if they mess up my order at a restaurant, I'm gonna eat that order, even if it's nothing near what I requested, because I don't have that confidence the way I have when I say words incorrectly in Spanish. But a big thing for me is, like, there's a lot of words in Spanish that are the same words in English. Like broccoli in Spanish is broccoli. They didn't even bother translating that shit. They said, "We just gonna leave that shit in English because nobody's eating broccoli." Who gives a fuck how you say broccoli in Spanish? But it makes sense because nobody likes broccoli. Broccoli is there for decoration, really. You can eat it, but really, you put broccoli on your plate to make you feel better about yourself. You put bacon on your plate, and it's not going to be on your plate longer than 10 seconds because you're going to devour that shit. So there's a difference with that. So that makes sense. They said, "Okay, bacon, we got to figure out how to say bacon in our Spanish language because it's important to us." Bacon is one of those words where every language has their way of saying it because everyone fucks with bacon. Who does not like bacon? Unless you're like a vegetarian or a vegan, that's understandable. That's, because you have to take a stand against all meat, so that's why. But I know that your ass misses bacon. I know you miss it. And if I'm triggering you, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be goofy. But the truth is I know that is the truth. I know you miss bacon. Sizzling. They got maple bacon now. Did you know that? How long you been a vegetarian? They got maple bacon. They got that maple bacon. Puerto Ricans speak a type of Spanish that includes English. Puerto Ricans will speak Spanish and then drop a little bit of English or drop one word in English, or sometimes, and this is where I think I get it from. I think this is why I call it bacon, because I call it the Puerto Rican effect. Puerto Ricans will call cereal all types of, whether it's Frosted Flakes or Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, they call all that cereal cornflake. Cornflake. What is that? Oh, that cornflake. Eso cornflake. ¿Tú quieres cornflake? Cornflei. Cornflake. And Puerto Ricans help me out on this. If Puerto Ricans can get away with calling cereal cornflake, then I should be able to get away with calling it bacon. Puerto Ricans, I see your cornflake and I raise you one bacon. Okay? If Puerto Ricans can call cereal cornflake, then I want to be able to call it bacon. Stop letting them get away with that, and I can't call it bacon. Bacon sounds way flyer than tocino. Bacon. Just have some confidence in the way you say it. We could change the world. Sometimes my Spanish is so bad. Sometimes like I'll say the wrong words so many times. Like I just mess up so many times that I just tell people I'm adopted and I'm learning Spanish as extra credit. That way it just takes the guilt off of me. Low key, that's how I feel sometimes. Even though I have a very Latino family, sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes I feel like, anybody even try to fucking teach me Spanish? I damn sure I am learning this stuff for extra credit. But that's what it's like when you're learning a new language. You have to be willing to be wrong, and you have to take it with grace. Take your L's with grace. Yeah, I was walking around saying que temprano instead of que hora, and I was saying bacon instead of tocino. But you can correct me. Like, I'm not one of those people who's going to throw a fit if somebody corrects me. I want to be corrected. I want to know, oh, that's the right way to say this. Thank you. Because when people correct you, they're helping you get closer to your goal. They're helping you get better. A lot of people have problems when they're corrected. Like their ego can't handle someone telling them, oh, that's not how you say that. Perfect example, my friend Michael. One time he was working on his Spanish as well. And he's white. He doesn't have to learn Spanish because of, his ancestors are making him feel guilty. Like, he's just learning it for fun. And he texted me, he said, Estoy Michael. And I was like, it's soy. Yo soy Michael. And he gave me attitude. He's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Same shit. I'm like, first of all, it's not the same shit. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you. Tú estás, Michael. And that's why I think that we should promote humble culture, which is essentially where you just, you humble people who need to be humbled. Some people do need that. For example, dudes who say on the gang who are not part of a gang. And I get it that when you're learning Spanish and you mess up, sometimes it gives more ammo, more ammunition to people who are going to like make fun of you. Especially like the other Latinos who speak Spanish fluently, who are going to be like, oh, bro, you can't be Spanish, bro. But I've gotten that so many times in my life from other like native Spanish speakers. Some of them have been my friends. Some of them have been strangers. But wow, bro, you sound really bad, bro. You should not be Spanish, bro. Do not speak Spanish no more because you just sound so bad in another language. And I'm like, bro, you're the one walking around the States talking like that. You're making fun of me. I touched on this in another video, but we're on the same side here. We got to ignore all that. There's going to be so many more words you're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up a lot more words. It's all about how you handle messing up those words. When they corrected me at the diner and they said it's not bacon, I was nervous. I felt silly. I was sweating. My body temperature got hot, But it is what it is. I said, okay, it's not bacon. Thank you so much. Just keep your head up and be ready for the mistakes because they're coming. They're coming, whether they're words that you mess up in Spanish or it's unexpected children. But if you're a Latino, you're going to make some mistakes.